Hello everybody, this is Mrs. Hudson. I'm here to show you how to download apps from the self-service on your iPads. So if you go on your iPad, you will have several different screens of apps. So wherever you can find this little button here, it has a green, a blue, a yellow, and a red corner on a tilted square. It says self-service. You're going to click on that screen. When you click on that screen, it's going to open up to all the apps that are available for you to install on your iPad. If you click on the search button in the bottom right and you type in Sketches, we are looking for this app. It's called TAYASUI Sketches. So I'm going to type in SKETCHES. When I hit search, there are two that came up. This is the one that we want to download. So you're going to click on TAYASUI Sketches and you're going to click on install. I've already installed this on my iPad, so I don't need to reinstall. So I'm going to go back to my home page and it should come up on whatever screen that you are working on. It's going to come up just as Sketches on your screen, and it's going to have the top of a black pen as the icon. So once you click on that icon, when you want to add a new project, you're going to click on the plus button in the white screen. All of your tools are going to be on your left hand side. To change your colors, you're going to click on the colorful square in the bottom corner. Over here is where you're going to find different layers. We don't need to worry about that right now. There are a few tools that I want you to learn to use. First of all, this tool down here with the different size polka dots, this is going to give us a fill button. It's also going to give us a text tool. It is also where you can find your shapes. So this is a very useful tool. So first of all, I want you to be able to create a shape. So you can insert different shapes. When your tools disappear, it just goes so that it's out of your way. You click on the check button once you like where you put it. If you, oops, I'm on a drawing tool, so it added that. So you can also add different shapes. Now, if I put my shape on, but I forgot to change the color and they blend together, I can always click on the color that I want it to be before I click the check mark. So I can move it around my page. I can make it bigger. I can make it smaller by pinching my fingers together. If I don't want my shape anymore, I can click on the X to delete it. I can click on the check mark to keep it. So those are our shape tools. The next thing that I want you to look at is our fill tool. So the fill tool is this paint bucket. So you can change the color that you want before you click on the paint bucket, or you can change it after. So I'm going to go with a pale yellow background and I'm going to fill the whole background. Now, if you purchase the app, then it gives you more patterns that you can incorporate into your background. We don't need to do that. We just want to be able to fill our spaces with different colors. Some of the other tools that you can use. This tool here is a thin drawing tool. So I would change the color again, and I'm going to add some designs, maybe some lines, some sort of wiggly lines or whatever kind of lines you want to include. You can also use the marker tool, which is also another drawing tool. Maybe you would like to write I don't like that. So let's say I want to write something inside my heart. There are plenty of other drawing tools that you are welcome to use, but I want you to definitely use the pen tool. I want you to use the shape tool, and I want you to use the fill bucket. So those are the three things that you're required to use for your project. The next thing I want you to remember is I want you to do something where you're overlapping. So overlapping means that something is in front of something else. So if I wanted to, I could create another shape like this, and then I can go back to my fill button and I can change my color. So let's say I want to create a green circle. Oh, it's giving me just a shade over top. So what that is doing is it's making the color be see-through. So we want our color to be opaque. So the opacity is here on the side under these little tools over here. So if we want it to be completely green and not show anything through it, we have to make it so that it is a fill. But for some reason it's still not doing it for me over here. It only did it over there. So maybe once you fill your background, you can't change the color. I'm not sure. But either way, I want you to draw something that's overlapping, and I want you to do some sort of patterns or lines throughout your whole picture. We want to try to create some unity. We want to create some variety. If you want to increase the size of your tool, you can increase the size by adjusting the little dots. So I'm going to go back to my red pen. So play around with your tools and create some artwork that shows shapes, overlapping, lines, and patterns. When you're finished, you can go, oops, that's the undo button. You can click on your squares. It's going to come up in the bottom. It'll add it to your portfolio. Keep current selection. So anything that you create will pop up in your portfolio. If there's something in your portfolio that you don't like, I have a blank page here. You can drag it and drop it into the delete. Have fun.